Good morning, dear students. In the last video we have started chapter number 11, motion and measurement of distances, in which we have studied about story of transportation, about measurement, the standard units, etc. Okay, so let's move further. Now the next topic is measurement of length. Okay, first of all, what is length? The length is the distance between two points or two places. What is length? The length is the distance between any 2 points or 2 places. Suppose I draw here 2 points on the board. This is point A and this is point B. So what is the distance between these two? I'll join the line and this much will be the distance between these 2 points, and it is called the length. Okay, so let's take some other examples. This is a cylindrical object. In this cylindrical object, this is the circular part and this is the curved part. The height or the depth of the curved part is also called length. The radius of this circular part r, it is also a length. Okay, now take another example. This is a cuboid object. In this object, this one is breadth, this one is the width, and this one is the height of the object. This breadth, width, height, these are all the examples of length. Okay, so the length is the distance between any 2 points, whether these points are near or far away, okay, or the distance between 2 places. Okay, now how we will measure the length? Obviously we need some device. So the measuring devices of length are ruler, meter rule, flexible tape and measuring tape. Again we are taking the same example. If I want to know the distance between these two, I will take a simple scale. I will use a simple scale, that means a simple ruler. But if I want to know the width of this board, then I want a meter scale, because this is comparable to 1 meter scale. Okay, now if I want to know the dimension of this room, what is the height, what is the length, what is the diagonal of this room, then what will I need? I will need either flexible tape or measuring tape. These tapes are used by tailors or the civil engineers. You have seen it in the neck of the tailor also, the flexible tape. Okay, now this is about the length, this is about the device, but we cannot measure any physical quantity without a unit. So we need a unit. In the last class we have studied about SI units. So do you remember what was the unit of length? SI unit of length? Yes. So we know that we cannot measure any physical quantity without unit. So can you tell me what is the unit of length? We have studied in last class about the unit in the SI system, where I told you that the unit for the length in the SI system is meter. This is meter and the symbol of meter is small m. Okay, now if we want an object, if we want to measure some dimensions of an object which are smaller than a meter, then we can use smaller unit, that is centimeter. That is centimeter. Okay, we can denote it as cm. Okay, and if the object is smaller than a centimeter, then we will use millimeter. This is very much small unit. The symbol of this unit is mm. Is it clear? But if you want to measure, if you want to find out the distance between two cities or two places, then it cannot be measured in meter, in centimeter or in millimeter, because these three units are too small to measure that distance. So we will use a larger unit, which is kilometer. And the symbol of this is km, kilometer. Okay, now what are the relation between these units? So let's start the relation between these units. Here the largest unit is 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer consists of 1000 meters. Remember, here I am writing 1000, but I am writing the unit meter, not the meters, not the plural of the unit. Okay, it is only meter. 1 meter consists of 100 centimeter. Okay, now 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Is it clear? You have to memorize these three things. If I ask you how many millimeters are there in 1 meter, then how will you calculate? Listen, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. And we have studied that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So, if 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter, 100 centimeter will be equal to, we will multiply these two. So, I can say 1 meter is equal to 100 multiplied by 10. That means 1000 millimeters. Is it clear? So students, now there are two types of units. One is submultiple unit and another is multiples of unit. The units which are used to measure smaller quantities, that are called submultiple unit. It is used to measure smaller quantities. Okay. And multiples of unit. These are the units which are used to measure larger quantities. Is it clear? So, for smaller quantities, submultiple units are used. For larger quantities, multiples of units are used. Now, if you want to measure the distance between two stars or two planets, then can we use any of the unit which we have read? We have read millimeter, centimeter, meter and kilometer. Okay, the relation between these units were millimeter was the smallest, then centimeter, then meter, then kilometer was the largest. But we cannot measure the distance in kilometer because this is too small unit to measure the distance between two planets or two stars. So here one new unit, that is 1 light year. This is introduced. What is 1 light year? This is very new for you. Actually, the note speed, which is maximum, is the speed of light. Light has the maximum speed which we know. Light's speed is, the speed of light is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. What does it mean? It means, what does it mean? It means in 1 second light travels this much of distance. This much of meters are travelled by light in 1 second only. That means this is the fastest speed. So the 1 light year is the distance travelled by light in 1 year. In 1 year, how much distance can light travel. That is called 1 light year. Is it okay? So can we calculate this? Of course, why not? We know 1 year is equal to 365 days. We know it. Okay, to find out the 1 light year, to find out this much of distance, what we need? We need how much seconds are there in 1 year. So we are calculating the seconds in 1 year. We know 1 year is 365 days. 1 day has 24 hours. 1 hour has 60 minutes, and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Is it clear? So to find out the number of seconds in 1 year, what we do? We will multiply all these things. Okay, that means 1 year is equal to 365 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60. This much. Okay, now what we have to find? We have to find the distance traveled by the light in 1 year. We know that light can travel this much distance in 1 second. So how many distance will light travel in this much of second? So what we will do? We will multiply this whole quantity with this distance. Okay, so 1 light year will be equal to, this will be equal to 365 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power 8. 10 raised to power 8 meters. How much it will be? It will be 9.46. 9.46 into 10 raised to power 15 meters. I hope you understood this concept, how we are calculating.